Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your bonus general tarot reading for February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What bonus messages do you have for the beautiful Libra collective here in February? Okay, it is your turn. I know some of you have been waiting patiently for your bonus reading, so let's get it going here. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. And the deck is very beautiful, but yeah, let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra. Any bonus messages for my friends that they should know? Okay, Queen of Cups energy here, water sign energy, powerful, very emotional type of vibe as well. So I generally like when she shows up here, but you might be in your feelers a little bit, or there could be someone you're connected to that's a little more sentimental than normal. Not a bad energy by any means whatsoever. There's a lot of depth with the Queen of Cups energy. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this Queen of Cups. Now, yes, this first deck I use is not a tarot deck, but when I see this woman pop out on a card, she just reminds me of Queen of Cups energy. So for a portion of you, maybe there's a water sign of significance in this time that Spirit's highlighting for you. The Queen of Cups could represent mother figures as well, divine, feminine energy. When I see this, it's nurturing, it's loving, it's caring, it's a card of emotional depth. So that's why I was giving that little message for some of you. Yeah, like maybe you're feeling a little more sentimental or emotional than you normally are. Not in a bad way, okay? The Queen of Cups is just a nice, strong emotional tie and attachment. So generally, she's a good thing. She could represent romance and love, just like the King, just like the Knight, just like the Page. But when I see her, there is a little thing about Spirit pointing out suppression. So some of you, there might be something you're suppressing in this time. I don't necessarily feel like it's a terrible thing here. She's also a card of creativity, like letting your creativity out or just letting something out, letting it flow. So this could be a good start. Depends on what shows up. Maybe you just need a few hugs, right? That could be a thing as well. But let's put her over there, get into tarot now. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. What do we got here for Libra, my guides? Talk to me. Let's shuffle it up. And while we do, let's talk about your most recent reading. It was only a few days ago, and it was titled Big Win Incoming. So I hope for a lot of you, there's been a win in the works or coming in. It was really good energy. But a main theme I was seeing that a lot of Libras might have been in recovery mode recently. Coming out of a quiet time into some action. So I did see a big shift in energy coming up for a lot of Libras, and it felt good to me. It felt really good and optimistic. Okay, especially if you've been in a time of recovery for one reason or another. But yeah, let's get it going here. We're going to see what we have for you here with the bonus. I always say with the bonus readings, that could be any messages that Spirit wants to throw your way. That didn't pop up in the other readings. So let's get it going here. 3 for Libra. What messages for February? Okay, 4 of Wands. Wow. All right, I just filmed the Aries bonus reading because I'm publishing Aries and Libra together. And this card was also in the Aries reading. Very, very powerful, extremely spiritual type of energy of signs, synchronicities, omens, celebration. This is really good energy. Let's get a couple more. Thank you. Yeah, here's that action and movement. There's beautiful angelic energy around a lot of you as well. Strong spiritual protection and guidance, but this is action. It's a lot of action, similar to what I was seeing a few days ago for you, like something big coming in. Okay, we got the World card. So these are extremely spiritual and angelic energies here for you, Libra. Very powerful. So let's go through them. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I already mentioned, pardon me, that a lot of these do feel extremely angelic. Notice we have the Archangel Gabriel. We have the World card, which is angelic in its own right. It's very spiritual, source-like energy, karmic as well. We have the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card. So there is this strong tie to spirituality, whether Spirit's trying to commune with you or one in one way or another, but we'll just have to see. There's a lot of powerful action. Like this one is still moving into the action. The world is about change. So let's go through one by one and really start to build this out for you, Libra. Position number 1, the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card, powerful. When I see this, just like you're reading a few days ago, it can represent wins and victories of various different kinds, okay? These are generally people celebrating something or a cause for celebration. So I still feel something really good coming towards you. But a message I always give with this card is the signs, the synchronicities from Spirit. Spirit could be trying to tell you something or lead you in a specific direction when this card is in the mix. So keep your eyes open for the signs. Use your intuition and judgment, of course. But this is a powerful card of signs. It could all 4s are a little planted in their energy. It's not like super movement. It could represent your feelings of stability. It could represent your home. It could represent your family. So similar themes in the Aries reading, but once again, these people are celebrating, they're happy, and it's universal. Okay, that's one thing I'm seeing with all these cards so far is there's like this really, really powerful universal or spiritual tie in the mix here. Now moving towards the center where we're going from this solid planted energy, although positive, we move into judgment, which is the complete opposite. And I could say the same with both of these. You might want to strap in the coming days and weeks, even months, because this is a huge energy of metamorphosis and change. Both of these cards on the back end, all of them could also have karmic undertones, but moving to the center, judgment. Now, of course, since it has an archangel in it, I always say this could be spiritual protection. Maybe Spirit's just telling me like, hey, Libra, don't worry. You're being watched over, you're being looked over. This is a really, really good energy. But once again, it's Plutonian, it's change-based, it's action. Now, when I see judgment, sometimes it could represent cycles that we've been through, cycles that we're experiencing. Sometimes it could be things returning as well. Depends on what clarifies this in the world, because there could be certain things repeating or coming back in when this energy is in the mix. But generally, I do see this as change. Okay, this is a huge, and it's explosive too. Like if you want to talk about a powerful energy, judgment rivals the Tower in its power, in its raw, explosive power. So whether it's action or change, we'll see what's up. Very angelic. I just got to keep pounding that message home. It is really, really nice. For some of you, it could literally be a judgment you're making, a decision, choice, judgment call. That's possible as well. I don't feel like that's the main energy though. Moving to the back end, we have the World. And now talk about in-depth energy. Out of the whole tarot, this is probably one of the most in-depth cards there are. I'll give you the cliff notes. We're not going to go into every fine detail about it. But the World gets a bit of bad rap. Sometimes people say, and they're like, oh, that's it. Complete total ending. I don't see this as like an ending. It's similar to me like the Death card, where it could speak about a cycle closing and a new one opening up. Okay, like, of course, it is the last of the major arcana, so it's a completion, but this isn't like a sad ending. This is more of a happy ending of some sort. So a lot of similar themes between you and Aries this week. Now, the World can also, in my simplistic style, represent the world itself. So for some of you, maybe you're paying a little extra attention to world events. Maybe you're trying to put world events out of your mind, or there's something about the state of the world right now that could be bugging you when the World card is here. Maybe there's someone you're connected to a little obsessed with world events. That's a possibility as well. But to me, it is a card of cycles. It is a card of change. And these two are two of the strongest karmic cards. Whether we're seeing karmic rewards and good things, or whether they're karmic situations, we'll have to dig deeper. And yeah, let's do that then, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Libras, please, my guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 4 of Wands here. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to your Libra friends, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 4 of Wands time. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, Ace of Cups, beautiful. Okay, yeah, so this vast improvement here, and similarly to what I saw in the Aries reading, there's like this parallel that I'm seeing. The Ace of Cups could represent opportunities and offers coming your way. So for some of you, whether this is an opportunity or offer you're receiving, it could be a big offer that you're giving. It could go either way here when this alignment shows up. Now, the Ace of Cups could represent new cycles coming in. I just think of it as one's emotional state. So if you've been on rocky roads, if you've been on in tough waters recently. This Ace of Cups clarifying this Four of Wands could really tell us, like, hey, Libra, something really good and stable is coming in. This energy of win and victory that we saw a few days ago is still here in the mix. So there could be big wins and victories coming in. Now, I do want to look at this karmic energy because it could represent things changing and shifting. But for another portion of you, you could be finding some sense of emotional stability with this alignment. Okay, like, so if you have been feeling Queen of Cups like, okay, like feeling things deeper, maybe emotionally erratic in any sort of way, this tells me that you could be coming down to some sort of baseline, which is really, really good. So we're just going to leave it at that. Once again, please keep your signs open. Your eyes open for the signs, the synchronicities, the omens, especially with all this powerful energy in the mix. And for some of you, yeah, it could be an offer of some sort. We'll see. Let's see how it plays out throughout the rest of the reading. I like it, though. It's a good sign. So you could be receiving some good news. Let's go in on Judgment. Why is Judgment here for the Libras? Thank you. Yeah, receiving good news. We have the Page of Pentacles. This could be a communication or a conversation. I don't want to say like it's explosive. For some of you, it could be an unexpected talk or like a sudden talk or message that just pops up. Page of Pentacles underneath Judgment. Okay, now for a small portion of you, this could be Spirit telling you like, hey, learn that new thing, learn that new skill. If it's something you've been wanting to do for a long time, jump in. This is Spirit saying like head first, like if you want to learn a new skill or new art, whatever it might be, this is really, really positive for new information that you're possibly acquiring. But the Page of Pentacles, if it's not an earth sign or a younger individual we're talking about here, when it's under Judgment, this fast movement and action with this Page of Pentacles to me is just like an unexpected or surprising talk, one that just pops in out of nowhere. Okay, so whether this is someone that reaches out to you out of the blue, or maybe you reach out to someone out of the blue, that's a big possibility here with this alignment, especially with this emotional baseline that I'm picking up in the front. I really do like this energy. For some of you, if this is in regards to career, remember, like this is the messenger and it's more about the written word, but it's a big student. If we're talking about career, this is like putting out applications, trying something new, a new line of work, a new job. So this is really positive, beneficial energy. And I'm getting so much stuff overall here, Libra. Like I really am, because we have like the whole big picture. We have various different slices of life showing up. But the main thing I will say, aside from jumping into new career paths or learning new skills, Spirit is saying like, yeah, there could be an unexpected talk or a surprising one that just pops in, whether it's you initiating it or somebody else. So don't be surprised if you hear from someone you haven't heard from in a while with this alignment. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving over to that World card. Very simple and straightforward. I know I'm yapping away about it, but it feels simple to me. Let's see why the World is here. Then we'll do our recap. Why is the World here for Libra, please? Thank you. Strength. This feels good. All right, this could be, I don't want to say an ending that you've wanted, but to me this feels more like a result, okay, that you've been expecting, or a result that you've been working towards, or a goal that you may have been putting a lot of effort into. This is Spirit continuing to push you along and give you a bit of assurance, like Libra, keep pushing in this way. Keep going, keep moving, don't lose hope, things like that. This is really good. So another thing I'll say about strength, it's also angelic. It's also spiritual. So similar to the Aries reading, like you could be receiving big karmic signs, karmic omens, things like that, that are highly tied in to your life's journey. So I feel like I know not everybody could really differentiate messages from Spirit or see the signs and synchronicities. Some of you might not even believe in that. But when I see this all over the reading, like if you can see it, if you can discern it, this could be like very powerful karmic omens and signs that Spirit's trying to speak to you with. But once again, I see you getting a result that you've been working towards and wanting as well. So the energy of win and victory is still in the mix here. This could represent a Leo whenever we have the Strength card. And when I see this, to me, it's more about inner strength, okay? Strength of will. It's not physical brawn or muscle. And when I see it underneath a card like this, World, it's like, okay, in the end, you will get the result that you want. Okay, and I mean, I know that's simple and straightforward, but that's the main vibe, aside from all these spiritual undertones, because I feel like that's just as pertinent, just as important. Okay, like if you're seeing the signs, it's really good and reassuring here. Lots of victorious energy as well, even if you're going through a tough time, Libra. I think this whole reading's claimable. So let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into a shadow card. Intriguing mixture of stuff, tons of spiritual karmic energy in your spread for this bonus. So Spirit's trying to speak to you and talk to you. But position number one, we have the Four of Wands with the Ace of Cups in the upright. The big message I was getting here is like somebody coming down to an emotional baseline. So whether that's you or another person, coming back down to like a nice baseline emotion where there's not too much extreme. Kind of see that on the back end as well. Really, really good stuff. For another portion of you, the signs, synchronicities from Spirit, I just keep seeing it. So I'm going to keep saying it. It's here in a very powerful way. This is good for opportunities and offers as well, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially with what we have here in the middle, whether you make an offer or an opportunity or someone does that towards you. Moving to the center, we do have Judgment with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Now is a great time for learning new skills, expanding your mind and your horizons, putting in for new lines of work or things you've never really done before. That's a really good thing. But the main intuitive vibe I picked up here in the center was you could be hearing from somebody you haven't heard from in quite a while, whether you want to or don't, or maybe you're initiating that. Like, I'm getting it being very sudden and not planned. So there could be an unexpected talk or a surprising talk or message of some sort right here in the center. Onto the back end, we have the World with the Strength card in the upright. So much spiritual, universal, source-based energy. Like I said, this could be a karmic result or just something you've been working towards. The karmic energies are flowing throughout this reading, whether it's the signs and situations. It's just all over in this reading. It's like touching everything that you might be going through. So just know Spirit's on your side and they're directing you. But the main thing I saw here, similar to what we have here in the front with like the victorious wind-based energy, this is Spirit saying, like, listen, in the end, you will be happy. In the end, you will get the result that you want. Might take a little bit. Some things might pop up out of nowhere, such as life, but you could really claim this result in the end, whatever it might be to you. So, Libra, please take a screenshot. Beautiful reading here. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. I feel like it's a very claimable reading, especially for a bonus. Just remember, this is like stuff that Spirit wants to say that wasn't really picked up on in recent weeks. Even though I do see some similarities, it's more emphasized with the spiritual aspects. So let's get it going. I'm going to get you one shadow card, Libra. And yeah, I always like to end off every reading with this just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see just yet. Shadow cards do not have to be a negative. They could be a good thing. So what's in the shadows for Libra, please? Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Let's get it going. One shadow card here for Libra, just to close us off nice. One shadow. Thank you. Okay, King of Pentacles, stability. So for a lot of you, this could be really good in regards to future money and business opportunities coming in here with this King of Pentacles energy. Another portion of you, this could represent older male figure, father figure that's showing up in the shadows. Could be some sort of importance around that for a portion of you. But the main thing I always think about him, he's very similar to the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, where it's about blessings, abundance, and good things coming in. So for some Libras out there, the message is simple. You don't realize, you don't see yet the beautiful blessings and abundance you have coming your way. Very good. But once again, if you've been thinking about a business or a job change or a work change or anything revolving around work, business, or money, this King of Pentacles is Spirit saying, like, listen, this beneficial energy is moving your way to help push you forward. There's a lot of stability and abundance here. So Libra, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details, the February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go over to my website, mastermetaphysics.com, to check out my digital calendar. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks, and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one vibes with your energy the best? Is it the Wands, the Pentacles, Cups, or Swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, I'll announce winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.